Prime Day 2023 is here, and if you want to get the best deals on computers, printers, memory cards, jewelry, clothing, go right to Amazon. But if you want to get the best deals on high quality watches at the best prices, yeah, don't wait for Prime Day, sadly. That is not to say that there is nothing around. There are some things around, but you have to dig deep enough. But I am here and I have dug for you in order to present you the best deals that you can shop for right now on Amazon. Fair warning, most of the deals are not from Prime, but you do get very interesting discounts for them, and that's why I have included them in this selection. I'm gonna go from the least to the most expensive, and as usual I will be leaving you links to the watches I present right here. And if you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to enjoy more of it in the future. Let's start right away by the Casio Royale, which is right under $30. Amazing watch, you know about it. This one is the metal version, square shaped. You've got a timer, you've got 5 alarms, you've got a stopwatch, and most especially of all, you've got your time zones. On the right hand upper screen, you've got a map of the globe showing you which time zone you are in on the main display underneath. This version with the stainless steel bracelet and the pretend stainless steel case, but it does make a very good impression at being stainless steel, and if you didn't know, it could really pass for metal. A very cool watch, and for under $30 for this version, just go for it. It is wonderful. This second watch is really an amazing little piece. It is the Addiesdive 1970. For the people who know this channel, you know I have spoken about this watch a lot. Whether it's called Addiesdive or Steel Dive, it is the same manufacturer, but this is a homage of the Seiko Willard from the 1970s. It is extremely well made. It has sold extremely well both on AliExpress and here on Amazon, and that is no fluke. For under $90, you've got a watch that is fully stainless steel with a Seiko H35, with that quirky look from the Seiko Willard of the 1970s, that turtle shape that is so characteristic. And most of all, you've got a watch that has amazing lume for the price. It is a combination of C3 and BGW9, even the bezel insert is loomed. In order to keep the price below 100, this is the version with the strap. If you go for the version with the stainless steel bracelet, that is going to run you $107, which is not that much for this very cool watch. An absolute deal that I absolutely recommend. This next watch, I couldn't believe it was at this price. It is the Timex Q Chronograph, part of the Q line that came out a few years ago and that rides on those retro-looking watches wave. This one is an absolute looker. At first you might not be convinced by the big Q at 12, but then it starts growing on you. And look at the retro design, very 70s with that case, and what looks like an integrated bracelet, but it is not, it's just tucked underneath the case without being a one-to-one copy of the vintage Daytona. It really takes an inspiration there, and I am absolutely glad about it. I'm going to be getting this watch, I haven't gotten it yet. You've got a 40mm diameter by 13.5mm in height by 18mm in log width. You've got a quartz chronograph, no mecha quartz in here, but it is no unknown quantity. Here is a Nepson movement that is very tested and reliable, with the 24-hour sub-dial at 3, the main time seconds at 6, and the elapsed chronograph at 12. And when you press the chronograph, the hand ticks 4 times a second, like with a vintage mechanical timepiece. The negative points would be a domed mineral glass, but that might get scratched, that will pretty much get scratched, and only 50 meters of water resistance. But that is pretty much what you expect with this kind of watch. From one Invicta to another, let's go to the Invicta 1953. It is one of the most beautiful Invictas out there. Hell, it is a very nice watch, independent of the brand. And that is not thanks to Invicta, but thanks to Rolex. Indeed, as the name suggests, 1953, this one is a homage of the very first Rolex Submariner from 1953. Hence the pencil hands and the vintage colors on the hands, indices, and on all the printed elements of the dial. You've got the Seiko NH35 in here. This watch is 40mm in diameter, 14.5mm in height, and 20mm in log width. It does have 200 meters of water resistance. It does have some lume, although the lume is not extremely good. For right under $100, this is pretty much the only Invicta every watch lover can recommend. Last watch of the selection is this Bulova Precisionist. I don't know what it is, I really find this watch very nice looking. It is a kind of a modern take on a dress watch, with those crown guards, with that rounded knurling on the crown, those modern, can we call them alpha hands, and that circular pattern on the dial. There's also some lume, and as the name indicates, this is one of the most precise watches in the world, coming within seconds every year. And that is thanks to its high-frequency movement, which claims to be 3 times more precise than any other quartz movement. The flip side of this watch, you only get mineral crystal, and you only get 3 bar of water resistance, so good for washing your hands and being on the rain, not for anything else. But a very, very impressive watch, this one, and for right over $300, I believe that it is a very, very nice deal. Okay, that's been the selection, guys. Now would be time to subscribe to the channel to get more content like this if you have not done so already. And I'm going to be leaving you here with other videos of the watches that I have showed you here. Thanks again, and I'll be seeing you very soon. Goodbye.